What's up? What's up? What's up, people? I know this a new page. This a new face. I mean, you might see my face somewhere else. So it's like, that was that. Made a whole new, some things happen. So but you always got other platforms or other avenues to drop videos when you need to. Now, I'm making this short video. You know what I'm saying? It may be short. Let me start this. It may be short. It may run a little longer. But first, the purpose of the video is, hey, you got to be yourself. You can't be who nobody else wants you to be. You got to be yourself. People scared to dress like they self. People scared to walk like they self, talk like they self. When you in a gang when you with a gang of people, let's say you run it in the groups, right? And you saying that you tough, right? I'm gonna keep nailing them down. If you want to be a tough person, if you claiming to be tough, if you tough, if that's what you really think you is, then you that. You feel what I'm saying? And I ain't saying nobody ain't. But what I'm saying is, most people that run in groups, they want to be tough guys, tough girls. Have it resonate with you. But most people get in groups because it gives them strength. Like this. When you got a gang of people, they feel tough. But when they by themselves, they ain't that tough. People can't even walk alone. You feel what I'm saying? The strength that some people think they have, they don't have it. They only got strength in numbers. People ain't strong by themselves. People ain't confident by themselves. Not without a group. The strongest people that be by themselves, you know it. You know it. You know that. So when they walk into a group or they're in a group setting, you see it. You see the aura. You know what I'm saying? You see that confidence. You feel what I'm saying? They ain't no yes man, no yes woman. They ain't ass kissing. You feel what I'm saying? And if you around people that want you to ass kiss, excuse my language, but ass is not a cuss word. But if you around people that want you to ass kiss, so they can give you things, so you can be a part of something, they don't value you like you think they value you. You feel me? They don't value you like you think. They don't value you like you think they should value, or like you think they perceive it to value. They don't value you like that. You ass kissing. You doing what they want you to do. And the moment you stop doing that, you're not valuable to them no more. That's like being used by somebody till you no use. And they blame you for, well, I ain't tell you to do that. Well, you never said stop neither. You never gave me the option to, you know what I'm saying? You never let me know, like, you don't have to do that. So you never gave me a choice. I just felt like I had to do that because this is who I am. But people will see who you is and misuse you. That's why you got to know who you are. That's why you got to know who you are. But most people, for me per se, it's like, it was a point in time in my life I didn't know who I was, so I wasn't even this confident of who I am. So that's why I say, you got to know who you are, so can't nobody tell you who you is. Because anybody will tell you who you is or what you can do if you don't know what you can do. You feel me? So it's like, that's and the video pertaining to anything, you feel what I'm saying? Like, you can't say you confident if you can't be confident without your group or without nobody telling you who you are. It goes back to saying you got to know whose you are. The best place to get it, you got to go to God. People say, nah, trust me, take me for example. I didn't know who I was. Excuse me. So once you go to God, He's going to show you who you is, what's your authority, what's your power, you know what I'm saying, how you need to walk, how you need to talk, you know what I'm saying? Now look, once you get the mind, not church. Nothing wrong with the church house. But you can't pick that church up and take it with you. You feel what I'm saying? That Holy Spirit got to dwell within inside of you. And you got to get that. Once you get that in your mind, once you get that knowledge in your mind, trust me, you ain't even gonna know who you are or who you is. You ain't gonna know. It's gonna be foreign to you. You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be foreign to you. So that's how you know That's how you know what type of power you got when you get to God. Most people are not gonna like it. If you was ever somebody and you wasn't that strong around people before, if they knew you win, you lacked, when you come back with a sense of, oh, he ain't the same, but we gonna try to, you know what I'm saying? Or if they may try to make you feel like who you ain't, so people can be superior. Because most people that's not who they think they is, they want to be superior to somebody who they is. That's why you got to know your power. You got to know your strength. You know what I'm saying? You got to know who you is. So can't nobody tell you who you is. Because anybody can tell you who you is. Confidence. Confidence is the key, man. That's why I say you got to be confident in everything you do. Like I said, man, people not confident in people. Most people is not confident like they say they is, man. So you can't let nobody tell you who you is. You let a person tell you who you is, then you're gonna be whatever they tell you. I'm just walking, right? I'm walking. So I'm like, man, I ain't got the phone that I used to have, no, but I do have this phone. You feel what I'm saying? I'm like, man, let me just drop a video. I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to drop it. I just wanted to talk. You know what I'm saying? Excuse my language if I said something I didn't, you know. But I'm just saying. Like, man, once you know who you is, who you are to be, man, because let me tell you this. Most people don't even want you to be who you want to be, man. You'll have an ideal or something. You'll have we say dreams, but when you have them ideas, even if an idea come to you while you walking, while you talking, while you sleep, you know, while you just doing your endeavors or whatever you doing, you on your daily stroll, you at work, you know what I'm saying? You even in the church house, you in the store. But if you tell somebody that, they'll down you. It can be a gold mine. You just probably need somebody around you that can help you succeed. Help you just sow a good seed on you. Because, man, you can kill a kid dream, man. And a kid dream ain't grown people too. Real talk. A kid dream is in grown people too. It's just that when you tell it to the wrong person, and if they ain't think of it before you did, they'll down you. You feel me? They'll down you for it. And then you be like, it'll make you feel some type of way, like, man, why did I think of that? Why did I tell them that? They looking at me like I'm this, like I'm that. You feel what I'm saying? Making you feel inadequate. Like you ain't, like, you know what I'm saying? So that's why, man, you got to surround yourself around people that feed your dreams. You know what I'm saying? Feed your ideas. You want to bounce good ideas off people. So you can't go around people that treat the waitress bad and think they going to feed you. No, they ain't going to feed your dream. If you treat the waitress wrong, you know I ain't rocking with you. Because if you know what I'm saying? If you ain't giving out tips, man, I ain't being around with you. Because you don't even respect people that bring you your food. Look things like that. Like, no, you got to respect them people. Them people preparing your food for you. You talking to the waitress wrong. You going to the grocery store. You feel me? Them people got to ring you up. Them people, you know what I'm saying? Like all type of things. You feel me? If a person can't count when he going to the register with her, they'll keep ringing you up and you don't know how to count. That's like you sending your kids to the store and they can't count somebody getting over on them. You would be mad. You know you would. So it's like, man, you gotta surround yourself around good people. Good people. And this what I'm saying. Good people varies. Good people varies through seasons. So you just gotta be mindful. So you know what I say? I say instead of me being around good people, because good people varies from different seasons. So I just make sure when I surround myself around people, the people that I surround myself around, it's quality people. You feel me? See, that's why I don't like presenting nothing anyways if it ain't got quality in it. Quality over quantity trumps any day. You can keep putting things out with no substance, and it means nothing. You want something that lasts long. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want something that's microwavable. You feel what I'm saying? You don't want anything that's microwavable. Unless you in a season where you gotta microwave some things. You feel what I'm saying? And though the microwaves that run off electricity do serve a cause as in certain seasons when you don't want to cook, or certain times when you don't want to cook. That's understandable. But when you talking about something that's monumental, that's big and things like that, no, you don't. You don't want nothing microwavable. You don't want a microwave with friendship. You don't want a microwave relationship with a woman or a man. Any relationship, furthermore, with your family. You know what I'm saying? You don't want that. You want something that got value. You know what I'm saying? That can stand the test of time. But you know, everybody nowadays, they be. I feel like when people say for self, yes, you should not be for self. You know what I'm saying? You should want to help. You should want to help somebody. You should want to put somebody on. You feel what I'm saying? If you have more than the next person, now that varies. Because it varies. You know, I ain't saying don't help a stranger, but you know what I'm saying? Be mindful who you help. Because everybody you help ain't for you. And everybody that you turn down ain't the person that you need to turn down. So everything varies. Everything got a pros and cons in it. And I'm very big on when people say things and they be like, you should never say but. I feel like but is a part of a vocabulary. You feel me? It's a part of a word. Everything has a but, just like everything has a cause and effect. So you can say, I feel like you can because everything has a cause and effect, man. I'm sorry. I believe that with everything in my heart. I believe everything has a but in it. Everything has a but. Even if you're sorry, you still got a but. But it's the intention behind why you saying what you're saying, or why you know what I'm saying? It's always the intention behind it. You feel me? It's always the intention. I mean, but you gotta be. That come with growth. That come with being wise as a woman and a man. Because if you saying I apologize for stepping on your feet, you know what I'm saying? But if a person say but, like you see how I just flow. But I don't mean no harm when I say but, and my intentions is pure when I say but. It just. But you know you could have moved your cart. But I have no malice. But you gotta be wise when you talk. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be. But the person. But you and then. You gotta be. I'm not saying be cautious, but just be a little patient with the next person. Because everybody not on the same level. Everybody don't receive things at the same time that the next person would receive something. You see what I'm saying? So it's like that's how life is. The weather is feeling good. I just may God be with everybody today. You know what I'm saying? You woke up today, so that's a blessing. Some people ain't wake up today. You better know that. Some people ain't wake up. You still chosen to wake up. Somebody ain't wake up. They might have laid down fine. They might have laid their head down fine last night. But woke up, but didn't wake up. Excuse me, but didn't wake up. Sucks, don't it? So every day you should be thankful. Every day you should have a spirit of gratitude. Or be like, you know what? I know things probably ain't go the way I wanted to go. But let's be real. Let's be all the way real. Do anything really go the way we really want it to go? No, it don't. At the end of the day, you feel me? Do anything really go the way we want it to go? No, it don't. So you gotta be thankful for. You gotta thankful for everything, even the little things, man. You gotta be grateful. Cause if you ain't grateful for, it's true. People always say this, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. You gotta be grateful for the little things. I'm gonna say this. I don't know if I'm finna end it, but look, I was walking around. Look, it was about a couple months ago, and I spent my last on buying my toiletries and my necessities, right? And I had no money. I don't know if it was my pride. I don't know if it was my ego. Or I don't know, it was just me being, I just want to be self-reliant on myself. And I wasn't asking nobody for nothing. I didn't want nobody to help me with anything. Even if somebody would, I didn't want to call nobody for nothing. Because let me tell you this. Come on, y'all can agree. Let's touch and agree. Real talk. Real talk. We're going to wipe the germs off too when we get through. Real talk. You know how you ask people for stuff? And they feel like you just asked them for like a lifetime of a thing, and you want to ask for this, but you give a person an inch that they help you for anything, they feel like they didn't give you the world. So since I did this one little thing for you, I need you to do X, Y, Z. Then hold on, go back to A. Then hold on, skip to C. Then D. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like. I have had a history of that, so it's like I have gained a sense of, you know what? If I ain't got it, I ain't got it. That mean it ain't for me to have. Yeah, I might have struggled, but look at the blessing in this though. So I know I didn't have it. I was watching some lady, and she was like, "You shouldn't play your money in the lottery because it's like a spiritual binding." I'm like, all this stuff people be doing out here, ain't you gonna spiritual ban me for trying to go? I ain't gonna say what I wanted to say. Lottery ticket. But she's like, you know what? At that time, I was like, it is what it is. Let me tell you why I said that. Because I had lost the money. Then I was like, man, well, Lord. I said, Lord, I know I wasn't supposed to play it, but I was trying to get me some money. I knew it was down to my last, and I ain't want to ask nobody. So it's like, all right, cool. I'm walking back to where I lay my head, and I'm like, man, I just spent my last money on this, man. I should have just listened, man. I ain't got none of that. So I'm agitated, I'm flustered, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, you know what? Let me calm down because look, you spent that. You ain't had to spend that. You trying to chase a pipe dream because anything you trying to hurry up and get a quick fix to get some money. Trying to chase a pipe dream. You trying to chase a quick fix, and now look, you spent your last. That's on you. So I'm like, you know what? I spent my last. I gotta be content with that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's finna get good. So I'm like, I'm walking. So it's like, I'm looking left, I'm looking right. They always tell us to look up, so you look up. So you always looking up to the sky. So you looking up. I'm like, man, I happen to look down. And you know they never want you to look down. You ain't never heard nobody tell you to look down. Why you looking down? Put your head up. Pick your head up. Don't look down. You need confidence. And yes, you do. You need to pick your head up when you need confidence. Man, I happen to look down, man. Soon I look down, man. That's what I found. Everything I needed. At the moment of time that I needed. Now, it was either 40 or it was either 60 at the time that I needed it. I don't necessarily know the amount, but we just gonna chop it up to say 40 because I want to be as I just want to hit it on the head just as well as I can. We gonna say 40. You feel me? I found the $40, man. I tell you that nudge was like, see, I told you I got you. Like, you know what? Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Most High. Cause it's like, you spent that. You know what I'm saying? You spent that. You went ahead and spent that money. I ain't tell you to spend that. So it was like, you know what? It's just that certain things is like, man, God just it don't even matter, man. God just a gift that keep on giving, no matter what, man. It's like little things like that. See, a person might look at this video and be like, man, that ain't no blessing. But if you honestly knew, I spent my last, and you don't want to call nobody and ask nobody for nothing. Ain't no way in the world that I would just find that. Man, ain't no way in the world. Ain't no way in the world I'll just sign that. Just sitting on the ground. No way. After everything I just said, ain't no way in the world I'll just come out. Walk like, look, 3 blocks. Literally, probably 3 blocks. And find it sitting right there, golden. I was like, ain't this something? Boy, I went back to the spot that I was at. I was like, man, shit. Let me tell you what I did with the money. Man, God is my witness. Let me tell you what I did with the money. I got up the next day. I went to buy me a fresh, clean white T-shirt. I already had all the other accessories and everything. You feel me? Man, I got me a white T-shirt. Made sure you know what I'm saying? Shave my face. A nice look. I look rough right now. But I shaved my face. Man, I went to the beach. Well, yeah, I went to the beach. That's exactly where I went. I went to the beach. Man, I sat up there for a minute, walked around. If I would have had a towel, man, I would have jumped in the water. Put my feet in the sand, jumped in the water. Man, I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. So when they say look left, when they say look right, they always tell you to look up. Yeah, we want to keep our head up in the sky because you want to have that confidence. But when you look down, when I looked down that day, there's a lot of things when you look down. Why you think they got that little, what's that thing they got at the beach? And they be finding all type of things in the sand and everything. Man, it's a lot of things in there. So, man, looking down sometimes is the best thing you can do. That's why sometimes they say you shouldn't walk away from a fight. Some cases you shouldn't. Because you got to defend yourself. But most cases, you need to walk away. That one decision can cause you everything, man. That one decision. And only people that actually, you know what I'm saying? We can say been in the streets, actually been outside and know how stuff go. But when you a know-it-all and you a knucklehead, you a nut. You get what I'm saying? You a ass kisser. You know that ass ain't a cussing word. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? You gonna feel like that you a know-it-all. You the hardhead. I can take anything. I'm the, you know. I love the confidence, but you know, we'll see what that gets you. But I was just making this video just to get on here and just for the furthermore, I just wanted to walk and talk. That's it. It was like a walk and talk. That's it. But it's a lot of good little cues in there. A lot of nuggets. And you know, I'm never the one on who gonna take it, because you know when you do things because you want to do things. You feel what I'm saying? You don't do things for other people. I'm saying when you doing things like this, you do it because you want to do it. You do what make you feel good. Because if it make you feel good, you doing it for a right cause. But if you doing something just because you want to do it, then or to please other people, then you shouldn't do it. So don't do nothing just to please somebody else. Do it because you want to do it and you feel good about doing it. Because when you do that, man, it gotta strike gold. It gotta strike gold. You gotta be intentional about what you're doing. If you get up every day and be intentional about everything you do, your life's gonna show it. So some people be like, what you mean about being intentional? You get up in the morning. Before you know what I'm saying? And before I heard this, so I'm paraphrasing. I don't really know who said it, but it's like, I heard this say for somebody, but it's true because I do this. I just didn't know, like, that's what it meant when you get up. You pray to God. Before you do anything, turn on TV, look at your phone. You pray to God. Like I said, remember in the earlier video, I said, like, some people ain't wake up today. They went to bed, but didn't wake up. They family don't even know what's going on. The doctors can't even tell you. But you just got to be intentional about what you're doing. So you get up, pray to God, brush your teeth. You know what I'm saying? Work out if you work out. Study if you study. Be intentional about the things you do. It's only going to lead you to success. You get up in the morning, you arguing, you fighting, you smoking, you drinking, you doing everything to not feed your spirit, then what your day gonna consist of? Man, I want to say it because I just want to be so. But I don't want to say it's going to be full of bull. S-H-I-T. For real. That's what it's going to be. So you got to command your day in the morning. Command your day. Say your affirmations. You feel what I'm saying? Most people that don't do this, they'll never understand that it actually works. You command everything to you. You calling everything to you. Everything got to come to you. No matter what it is, everything got to command itself to you. But that's to the video. I've been on here long enough, man. I done said it all. I done said enough to feed your spirit, to wake up tomorrow, listen to it again, and again and again. Just leave. I said it's free world and I'm out.